Hello Aquarius, welcome to your August Taroscope, brought to you by me, Kathleen Robinson of 5 Tarot and Karmaqueens. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to mix the cards. And I think I'll shuffle them twice. 1, and that's 2. Let's get them there. Nice and safe. And let's see where you're going. So, what 2 influences are going to be around you? Interesting. So let's talk about the Star card. The Star card is a wish brought to you by the universe. So this August, there's something that you've really wanted and it's been brought to you. And so it's called a gift. And it says, be careful what you wish for, because this can be something that's brought to you that you think, I didn't mean that. But whatever it is, the star is looking upon you and saying, yep, there you go, you've got it. And it's definitely for you. In the old ancient times, before contraception, it used to be conceiving a child, but obviously we have different mechanisms for controlling that now. So generally the feeling is a gift brought to you from the universe that you've really wanted. And I've got the 10 of Pentacles reversed, which for me seems to be where you're doing something all or nothing. You know, when you see these things on TV where they're playing poker and they push you all in, all or nothing, double or quits, that kind of thing. This is what this card is trying to say. You've got the resource in your hands and you're gambling everything on it because something is needing that in order to move forward this month. So you're putting everything into it to make it happen right now, which is in August. And that's all I can say. But perhaps you need to do that in order to make the Star card work for you. So, well, go ahead and do it. It's saying that it's required. In terms of relationships, it doesn't tell me what relationships we're dealing with, whether it's personal, family, friendships, work. But the feeling comes like this, is that you're finding it hard putting into the relationship at the moment. You feel as if there's a big burden on your shoulders and you're putting in everything you can to move forward. But you're restricted because you've been dealing with such a lot of loss around you. Now, the loss has happened a while ago. This is called the grieving card. And when it's reversed, whatever was troubling you before or happened that wasn't fair before, you're still finding it difficult to let go of that feeling and move forward. So it could be influencing current relationships that you're in because you're still not ready to let go of the hurt and anger that's happened with past relationships. So I'm feeling that I need to say to you, whatever it is, you will find the right time to let go. You'll never forget the sadness that it brought, but it will help you have a new objective and the new way of looking at where your relationships are as you move forward. Finally, money. Let's have a look at that. Let's have a look financial wise. Okay, so we've got the 10 of Swords. People don't like the 10 of Swords, but I think it's kind of cool. I mean, it doesn't look great, does it? But what it actually tries to say is that you're on the precipice of doing something that will change everything. And this is the final period of pain that you're going through this month financially that will give way to a new beginning. And for that to happen, there have to be acknowledgements all round that people understand what got you in this situation and where you're going. And for you to assert yourself towards a situation that's understood by everybody. So financially, you're going to make a statement that this has to stop now, and this is what you're going to do in the future. And it's called watershed for a reason. Everything changes financially under your control, and you make it happen for the betterment of everybody else, by the way. So it's a good thing that you're doing here. Yeah, there's going to be a person, that one person that doesn't agree with what you're saying, and they have a right to disagree just as much as you have the right to make those changes because it's your life and you're moving forward. So financially, you're at a situation where everything's going to change. You're going to push it out there. And those who don't like it, well, they're going to lump it because it's your life and you need to do what you need to do. Challenges. So the challenge that we see around you here is your devil card reversed. So I need to look at it in a different light because it's a blockage. And I think what it means here is that one of your challenges is whatever decisions you're making, you will make the changes. We know that. But try to make it in a way that is softer for other people to palate. You don't have to hurt feelings by making those changes. You can do it quite successfully without hurting other people. If you can do that, you will make that break and move it forward, and no hearts need to be broken. Communication is the key. The King of Swords reversed is indicating that for you, you've got to look at it more in a logical fashion. Rather than saying it needs to change because, find the reasons on a checklist of why you need to make the change. As long as you can do that, and as long as you keep doing it, looking at it in a logical sense, that will help you make the changes that you need to make. Certainly when we're looking at financial changes that need to be made for you in the month of August. So let's put these cards aside. And before we move on to the other cards, I want to tell you a little bit about me. So I've been reading the cards for over 30 years and they've been online since 2009. And I do Zoom, telephone and face-to-face readings. The Zoom platform is like what we have here, which is bookable online through my website. So you can choose the time and the date that you want to have your reading. The payment is done through PayPal or bank transfer if you're in the UK. If you are not in PayPal, there's an option to pay on your debit or credit card. We also have an MP3 that will be delivered to you after the reading, so you can download it and listen to it again. The telephone is done not only on the UK system, landline system or mobile system. Abroad, if you want to use WhatsApp, we can do that from wherever you are in the world to have your reading through WhatsApp. And again, you can actually have that MP3 sent to you so you can download it and listen to it again. And we've got your face-to-face readings here in Edinburgh and Scotland for you to have those readings. 60 minutes with me, which is bookable 24 hours in advance, and I'd look forward to reading for you in person. So that's it. We also have email readings, which might be of use for those of you who are a bit shy and want to ask me a question to have it answered. We do that for you as well. So that's that. So let's move on to the next set of cards. And what we've got for you is the Crystal Angel cards. There they go. So why have I chosen them? Well, the reason is that the universe wants to have some way to get back and give you a message for you for this August. And they do it through bringing you wonderful crystals that have vibrations that will help you sort something out that might be lacking for you that you don't know about. So let's just see. So I'm mixing the cards to see where they want you to go. So let's get this card up. And I think I will mix it once. There we go. So what are they bringing you today? So they brought you something called smoky quartz, clearing negativity. Let's see why they brought you that. So in terms of the crystal itself, it's usually grey, brown or black, and frequently translucent. It helps with psychic protection, releasing negativity, clearing the past and grounding. And it's saying you drew this card because there's a need to clear away negative energy from within or around you. It could be negativity in your present life or some grievance from your past that you have been harboring and have had difficulty forgiving. Fortunately, you don't need to consciously know which form of negativity you're clearing, nor are you advised to analyze it. After all, focusing upon negativity only gives it strength and power. You need some self-care to clear yourself right now, and it could take the form of praying if you want to, or ask a trusted religious or spiritual healer to help with that process. So as we move on to the final set of cards, we've got these, which are my favorites. They're yin and yang cards. They're developed from the sticks that were used by monks in temples to give answers, and today we're using it in the card format. So let's see what message they have for you today. I mean, they're millennia old are the messages, and it's interesting for what their take is on what's happening around you in August. So I'm just mixing the cards. I'm just going to get them up in a pile again. And I shall give them 2 shuffles. There we go. And see what they want to tell you. So they've got something called influence and attraction, and it's saying softness tames force, harmony and reasonable compromise are in business together. Any union, marriage, friendship, partnership is auspicious. Rely on relatives in difficult situations. Focus on the experience and advice of someone wiser. So there's something coming along here that you'll be very welcome to have, maybe a family occasion or what have you, and harmony is coming out of all of that. And if you're stuck, then ask the advice from somebody wiser in the group. That's a nice one to end it on. So finally, before I finish, if you haven't liked and subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do it today, because it helps me deliver these free tarot card readings for you. It really does. So until the next time, take care, and I'm Kathleen Robinson.